Back home, Australia's credit watchdog is receiving hundreds of complaints about consumer leases promoted as interest-free loans. As Amy Bainbridge reports, a consumer lease can cost up to 4 times the purchase price of a product, and people still won't own the item when the contract ends.
This television would have cost Katie Tyquin $2,800 to buy at a nearby Harvey Norman store.
My gut feeling was to pay for it outright. My partner had heard a lot of good experiences and heard that interest-free was a good option. So this is the first page that was shown to us in store.
Katie and her partner thought they signed an interest-free contract to pay the television off over 5 years. Instead, she'd signed a lease with a company called Flexi Rent.
When we got home, we looked at the contract and realised that we were paying $5,400 for a TV worth $2,800.
We suspect that there are commission structures in place, incentives for sales staff to direct consumers towards consumer leases.
The Credit and Investments Ombudsman received 373 complaints about consumer leases in the past year, or 8% of all complaints. People frequently said they didn't realise they were signing a lease rather than paying off the item.
A lot of our complaints arise as a result of people walking into retail stores. You have salespeople who have whatever agendas they might have, selling it as a loan, perhaps, in their representations, rather than telling them up front it's a lease.
A recent report suggested tighter regulations for consumer leases, including a cap on what companies can charge.
We don't feel that they go quite far enough, but at the moment, there is no cap on the cost. There is no limit to what can be charged under a consumer lease, and obviously that's a major problem.
Katie Tyquin has tried to end her agreement but was told by Flexi Rent she'd have to pay out the contract.
Pretty angry, really frustrated.
Flexi Rent says Ms Tyquin's paperwork was clearly labelled a rental agreement. Harvey Norman says commissions are paid, but its salespeople give customers all the necessary information. Amy Bainbridge, ABC News.